This is just perfect. I don't think I ever want to leave this place. Oh, the fire, you around, the sound of the river. It's like the world just melted away. Oh my god, I love this. Do you hear that? That like very, very slow rumble of water. It's so soothing. I love it. I feel like we've been dropped into a dream, Do you feel that way? So nice here. I'm really glad we came here. Honestly, I wasn't sure about it at first. Actually, I was kind of nervous. Why? Well, I actually don't think I told you. I almost didn't book this place. Not because it's not beautiful, obviously, but yeah, because it's just gorgeous, right? But because I heard things, the stories, like the weird stories about this place. I didn't tell you about them. No, I don't think I did actually. No. Should I? Because it may change everything for you. Okay, but just don't laugh, okay? So, when I told my coworker where we going and yeah, I said that's the little riverside cottage tucked in the woods near the Hamlet Bridge, but because it's very famous actually. When she heard it, her face, it just went pale. I'm telling you, she was like seriously pale. She said like, "Are you going to that place? Really?" At first I thought she was joking, but she wasn't actually. Yeah, so the story is, she told me her cousin stayed here with her fiance last fall. Yeah, they rented the same cottage. This one. And something strange happened, according to her. So she said they were woken up in the middle of the night by the knocking. But the knocking was not on the front door. No, it was on the window actually, on the bedroom window where they were sleeping, just right next to them. And it was just like weird 3 knocks, like knock, knock, knock. Slow, steady knocks, not just something frantic. They thought, of course, maybe it was an animal or something, But when her cousin looked outside of the window, there was nothing. No. And you can see that there is nothing. there are no trees close enough to the house, so for the branch to knock on the window, like to hit the window glass. No footsteps in the dirt, nothing. It was just a fog. It was a thick fog that she said came out of nowhere. I mean, of course, it's river. It can be foggy at night, but she felt like it looked kind of different. Not like the usual fog, like in a creepy way, right? Yeah, she said they heard whispering after that. Like someone was talking just outside of the walls of the cottage. She said it didn't stop until morning. Can you imagine? Of course, that could be anything. Maybe some teenagers, like just, hanging out, maybe drinking near the river, like chatting, but you never know that. But it was spooky anyway, and you know, it was just going on up till morning, and even, I mean, would you stay the night after that? Or would you just pack up and leave? Hmm. Yeah, I think the same for me. Yeah, I kind of like spooky stories, but if I hear whispers outside the cottage walls, man, no, I'm sleeping in the car if I heard that. But that's not the only story. Hmm. I mean, again, about that one, even if that was something not like supernatural, if those were just some people just drinking there and having fun near the river, still, it's still kind of like creepy a little bit. It feels unsafe, right? Because we are renting this place. We want to have a good time here. We want to be on our own. And we have no idea who those people can be, right? Like, why are they on the property? Well, like, are they nice, or they have some bad intentions, or whatever? And it's the river and the woods. It's kind of creepy to be here on our own and some weird people around. So even if those were not ghosts, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, there was another story too. Well, there were actually kind of many stories, but I remember only few. But yeah, remember, you said you won't laugh. Just don't mock me, okay? Yeah, this story is kind of older. I also heard this from a friend. Because, yeah, this place is kind of famous. But this story is like decades old, actually. Maybe you even heard it, because it's known. There's this legend, yeah, about around here, about the girl named Eliza, I guess was her name. She lived in a cabin not far from where we are right now, so we're there, I guess. So she lived there alone, as far as I know. Heard. People said she was kind of strange a little bit. She would talk to the river like it was alive, Someone said they saw her walking along the water's edge at night and humming lullabies, you know? And then one day, poof, she was just gone, you know? Just like that. She was gone. Yep. I'm not making it up. Her house was locked from the inside, actually. Yeah, no footprints, nothing, no signs of a struggle, nothing. Yeah, there was just, when people actually came in because they were looking for her, there was just her journal left open on the kitchen table. And there was the last entry in this journal. What was the creepiest thing? It said, wait, how it was? He called me again tonight from the river, it said. I think I'll go with him this time. This is creepy, right? I have chills, man. I think it even scares me even more than the previous story because a lot of people talked about this. That was kind of, yeah. So they say if you walk down to the water just after the midnight, you can still hear her humming. Especially when the fog is thick. Well, luckily it's not now, but should we try tonight if the fog will be thick? What? Don't look at me like that. You are not scared, are you? No. No, seriously though. Stories like that make this place feel kind of enchanted, aren't they? Like there's something ancient and mysterious, like watching us, you know, something bigger than us in this very beautiful place. Do you ever feel that? Like we're not alone out here. Even if you don't feel like that, maybe after I told you these stories, you're gonna feel that way. I mean, I don't mean it in a scary way. It's just, you know, like the woods and the river. It's like they have memories. Like they've seen things, heard things, you know. Do you think places can remember? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of do the same, feel the same way. Like there is energy, and every place has its energy. And I guess it's not just for no reason. There's actually one more story, I just remembered. Yeah, I swear, that's the last one. Unless you want one more, but I don't think I know more stories about this place. Anyway, okay. So this one is a little bit different. Also about this place. I heard that the couple, just like us, they stayed here about maybe like 4 years ago, but they were locals. They knew all the stories, but but they came here to reconnect because apparently things have been rough between them lately. Yeah. So they kept to themselves. But on the second night, something strange happened. Yeah, that was spooky. The man said he woke up and his partner was sitting by the fire, staring into the fire, like totally silent. He got up, he called her name, but she didn't respond. So he walked over, he touched her shoulder, and she turned to him and said, "Don't let it in." Can you imagine? And then she just blinked and like she woke up from a trance or something. She didn't remember anything. Not sitting by the fire, not speaking, nothing. So yeah, they left the next morning. They were really scared. Because they heard the stories about the place, so they were probably even more scared. But I think they were actually good after that. I think they worked out their problems, yeah, and it just worked out very nice for them. Yeah, but do you think she actually dreamed it? Or was she really in some kind of trance? Maybe something was really trying to get inside. Yeah, my alarm just went out. Honestly, I don't think I believe all of that because, yeah, that's why I booked this place, because probably I don't believe any of that. Those are just stories. But, there is something about being in a place like this, away from the world, that makes your mind go places. And here it's just serenity, and it's honestly so beautiful. And it feels like, I don't want to call it a paradise, but it feels just so calm and nice here, right? I love it here. Yeah, I don't think I believe in any of that. But do you believe in ghosts? What about echoes? Like the energy, emotions, just trapped in the air, in the woods, in the stones, in the water, just like the energy, the energy of the place that I said before. I like that idea. The idea that places, they carry echoes, I guess. Maybe when we laugh here or whisper to each other, we're leaving something behind too, and hopefully something good. Yeah, I really want to leave something good in here. I hope I didn't creep you out and kill the mood. Just a little. Okay. It's not fun if you are not creeped out even a little bit, but yeah, I don't want to kill the mood. But you know what? I feel safe here with you. Even if there is some ghost lady humming by the river, or the walls whisper at night. I think even if those stories are true, maybe the place just wants to be remembered. Maybe it tells its stories to people, like us, and yeah, and it likes it. It likes to spook people, and maybe tonight it will choose us, and maybe we will make a new story, and people will be talking about our story. Who knows? So, yeah, will you stay up with me a little longer tonight here? When it gets darker, you know, just listen to the fire and the river. I don't want this day to end. And I don't want this night to end too. That starry sky. It was very beautiful here yesterday, right? At night. And that light fog. It was really like a magical place. It is a magical place. You think so too, right? It's nice here. Yeah, I wanted actually to say thank you so much for coming here with me because I know you were so busy. But you found time. Yeah, you found time to spend the weekend with me, and thank you. Thank you for listening. Anyway, if you hear a knock later at night, just pretend it's a wind, okay? Or better, or maybe you wake me up and we will go down to the river together. And we will see if that lady Eliza wants to sing us a lullaby. That would be spooky.